should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was.
Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they pressure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
It's Carr. He's got time. Great protection. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 41 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Throwing his Carr on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 15 yards there for number 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They come out here in the eye. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Wilson on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield. and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw is Wilson. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he fires one, but incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They come out here in the eye. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Wilson again to Rawls. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Just before halftime, now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And he knocks it through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Raiders right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Seahawks, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Later on the drive, he'll head up the middle on the run, and he'll go in for the score. Raiders is up now by 7. Midway through the second quarter, the pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 12-yard line. Seahawks now later on the drive. Run play coming up here, and he'll go in for a score. Seahawks tied up at 7. 3rd and goal. Wilson's got the catch here on the quick pass, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Seahawks up by a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Rawls able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. A big 30-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Red zone opportunity. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on second down. Rolling to his left. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Hauschka now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Labushka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. We ready. Ready, baby. Alert. Alert.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing his Carr on third down. Cooper's got it. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And quickly they get to the line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And who else to make the big play to seal this victory but Richard Sherman?
He does have an exquisite sense of timing, doesn't he? He loves the spotlight, loves the big stage. Really feels no pressure when there's a big play that needs to happen, and he just did another one right there. Remember when he knocked one away to seal an NFC Championship game against San Francisco?
Yep.
And that was really kind of the big arrival on stage for the rest of the world, was that play in that game for Richard Sherman.
They start on the ground with Rawls. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A gain of 3, second down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. So a nice job. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Third and 4. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Rawls. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete out right to Kurz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special.
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.